If a woman wants to sleep with you, she'll say this to avoid sounding easy. What if I told you that right now? There are women all around you sending clear signals of interest, but you're completely missing them? Here's the thing most guys don't understand. When a woman is interested in you romantically, she rarely comes out and says it directly. Instead, she uses what I call the hidden language of attraction, a sophisticated communication system that preserves her dignity, while still letting you know she's interested. Today, we're going to decode this language together. I'm going to share with you the 15 most common phrases women use when they're attracted to you, the psychology behind why they communicate this way, and most importantly, that how to respond like a confident, emotionally intelligent man. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever had a woman say something to you that seemed innocent on the surface, but you had this gut feeling there was something more to it? Drop a yes in the comments if that's happened to you. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll never miss these signals again. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I help men build authentic confidence in dating and relationships. Now, before we get into the specific phrases, I need to address something important. This video isn't about manipulation or tricks to get women to sleep with you. That's not what we're about here. What we're talking about is genuine communication and understanding. When you understand how women communicate their interest, you can respond appropriately, build genuine connections, and avoid those painful situations where you completely miss the boat. The psychology behind indirect communication. So why don't women just say what they mean directly? Well, there are several psychological and social reasons. 1. Social conditioning. From a young age, women are often taught that being too direct about sexual interest makes them appear easy or desperate. 2. Protection mechanism. Indirect communication allows for plausible deniability, like if you don't reciprocate, she can save face. Testing your social intelligence. A woman wants to know if you can pick up on subtlety and nuance. It's actually a form of compatibility testing. 4. Cultural expectations. Despite progress, many cultures still expect women to be more reserved about expressing sexual interest. Understanding this isn't about judging right or wrong. It's about working with reality as it exists. Now let's talk about the foundation of understanding these signals. There are 3 key principles you need to understand. Principle 1. Context is everything. The same phrase can mean completely different things depending on the context. Want to come up for coffee? At 10 p.m. after a great date has a very different meaning than the same phrase at 2 p.m. after a business meeting. Principle 2. Look for clusters, not single signals. Never base your interpretation on just one phrase or signal. Look for patterns and multiple indicators that support each other. Principle 3. Calibration over assumption. When in doubt, calibrate. Test the waters with your own subtle response before making bold moves. The top 5 most common phrases, Part 1. Let me share the first 5 phrases women commonly use when they're interested. 1. I never usually do this, but... What she's really saying, I'm breaking my normal rules because I'm really attracted to you, but I need you to know I'm not normally this forward. Example, I never usually text first, but I had such a great time tonight. How to respond. Acknowledge her vulnerability. I'm glad you did. It takes confidence to break your own rules. 2. We probably shouldn't. What she's really saying, I want to, but I need you to give me a reason why it's okay. Example, we probably shouldn't be talking this late. Or, we probably shouldn't be alone in your apartment. How to respond. Address her concern while showing you understand her position. You're right, we should be responsible, but I'm really enjoying talking with you. 3. I'm not that kind of girl, but what she's really saying, I want you to know I have standards, but I'm willing to make an exception for you. Example, I'm not the kind of girl who goes home with someone on the first date, but you're different. How to respond. Reassure her that you respect her standards. I can tell you're selective and I respect that about you. 4. What are we doing? What she's really saying, I like where this is heading, but I need some reassurance that you're on the same page. Example, what are we doing? Asked while you're getting closer physically or emotionally. How to respond. Be honest about your feelings in the moment. I'm not sure, but I know I liked being here with you. I should probably go home. What she's really saying, give me a reason to stay. Example, it's getting late. I should probably head home, said without actually moving to leave. How to respond. Offer a low-pressure alternative. I understand if you need to go. But if you want to stay a little longer, I'd love that too. Now let's dive deeper into more subtle communications. These next 5 phrases require even more emotional intelligence to interpret correctly. 6. You're trouble or you're dangerous. What she's really saying, you're exciting, and you make me want to do things I normally wouldn't do. This is actually a huge compliment. She's telling you that you have an effect on her that she finds both thrilling and slightly intimidating. Example, you're trouble, aren't you? He said with a smile and intense eye contact. How to respond, own it playfully. Maybe a little. Is that a problem? 7. I don't usually drink this much, or you're a bad influence. What she's really saying, being around you makes me feel free to let my guard down. She's attributing her relaxed state to your presence, which is her way of saying you make her feel comfortable and excited. Example, I don't know what it is about you, but you make me want to be spontaneous. How to respond. I like seeing this side of you. You seem more relaxed. 8. My friends think you're... Followed by something positive. What she's really saying, I've been talking about you to my friends, which means you're on my mind a lot. When a woman discusses you with her friends, especially positively, it means she's seriously considering you as more than just a friend. Example, my friends think you're really charming. Or, my roommate says I seem happier since I started hanging out with you. How to respond. What do you think? Turn it back to her opinion. 9. I'm not ready for a relationship, but what she's really saying, I'm attracted to you, but I'm scared of getting hurt. So I'm trying to manage expectations. This isn't necessarily a rejection. It's often a way of protecting herself, while still leaving the door open. Example, I'm not looking for anything serious right now, but I really enjoy spending time with you. How to respond. I appreciate your honesty. Let's just see where things go naturally. 10. I can't believe I'm telling you this. What she's really saying, you make me feel safe enough to be vulnerable with you. When a woman shares something personal or intimate, she's testing the waters of deeper connection. Example, I can't believe I'm telling you this, but I've never felt this comfortable with someone so quickly. How to respond, honor her vulnerability. Thank you for trusting me with that. Now let's talk about why women communicate this way. Understanding the why will help you respond more authentically. The protection paradox. Women face a unique challenge in dating. Society often judges them harshly for being too forward sexually, but also criticizes them for being too passive. This creates what I call the protection paradox. They need to show interest while protecting their reputation and emotions. The compatibility test. These indirect communications serve as compatibility tests. A woman wants to know, can you read between the lines? Do you have emotional intelligence? Will you pressure her or respect her pace? Can you handle subtlety and nuance? The investment principle. By making you work a little to understand her signals, she's actually increasing your investment in the interaction. People value what they have to work for. Let's get into the more advanced signals. These are the phrases that separate the emotionally intelligent men from everyone else. 11. I shouldn't be telling you this, but this is different from I can't believe I'm telling you this. This phrase usually precedes something more intimate or secretive. What she's really saying, I trust you with information I don't share with most people. Example, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I haven't been able to stop thinking about our kiss. How to respond. Acknowledge the trust she's placing in you. I'm honored that you feel comfortable sharing that with me. 12. "You make me nervous," or "I get butterflies around you." What she's really saying, "You have a powerful effect on me that I find both exciting and intimidating." This is her way of telling you that you matter to her and that she's invested in your opinion of her. Example, "I don't know why, but I get so nervous before I see you." How to respond. Reassure her while showing you're affected too. "That's sweet. You affect me too, you know." 13. What would you do if, hypothetical scenarios, what she's really saying, "I want to know how you'd react in certain situations," without directly asking. These hypotheticals are often her way of gauging your interest or testing boundaries. Example, "What would you do if I showed up at your place right now?" Or "What would you think if I said I wanted to kiss you?" How to respond. Answer honestly but playfully. "I guess we'd have to find out, wouldn't we?" 14. "I had a dream about you," or "I was thinking about you." What she's really saying, "You're occupying my mental space in a significant way." When someone tells you they dreamed about you or were thinking about you, they're revealing that you have a prominent place in their subconscious. Example, "This is embarrassing, but I had the most vivid dream about you last night." How to respond. "I hope it was a good dream. I've been thinking about you too." 15. "I don't want you to think less of me, but..." What she's really saying, "I'm about to be vulnerable or reveal something I'm worried you'll judge me for." This phrase shows she values your opinion highly and is willing to risk vulnerability for authenticity. Example, "I don't want you to think less of me, but I really want to be close to you tonight." How to respond. Reassure her immediately. "Nothing you could tell me would make me think less of you." Now let's talk about the three-step response framework that works for almost any of these signals. Step 1. Acknowledge. Recognize what she shared without immediately jumping to action. Step 2. Validate. Show that you understand and appreciate her position. Step 3. Calibrate. Respond in a way that moves the interaction forward while respecting her comfort level. Common mistakes men make. Before we continue, let me share the biggest mistakes I see men make when they receive these signals. Mistake 1. Overthinking. Analyzing every word instead of responding to the overall energy and context. Mistake 2. Under-responding. Being so afraid of misreading the signal that you don't respond at all. Mistake 3. Over-responding. Jumping straight to physical escalation without building emotional connection. Mistake 4. Seeking explicit confirmation. Asking, "So does this mean you want to sleep with me?" Unkills the subtlety and magic. Mistake 5. Ignoring context. Responding the same way regardless of where you are in the relationship or what's happening around you. Let's put this all together with some real-world scenarios. I'm going to give you 3 different situations and show you how to apply what you've learned. Scenario 1. The coffee date. You're on a coffee date that's been going well for 2 hours. She says, "I should probably get going soon, but I'm having such a good time. I never usually stay out this long on a weeknight." You're a bad influence. What's happening here? She's using phrases 2, 7, and 12 from our list. She's saying she should go, but wants you to give her a reason to stay. She's attributing her behavior to your influence. You make her feel free. And she's indicating you have a special effect on her. How to respond. "I've been having an amazing time too. If you don't have to be up super early, we could grab dinner. But I completely understand if you need to stick to your schedule." This response acknowledges her concern, offers an alternative, and gives her an easy out if she really needs to leave. Scenario 2. The third date. You're at her apartment after a great third date. She's giving you the tour, and when you get to her bedroom, she says, "This is my room. I never usually have guys up here. I'm not that kind of girl, but you're different." She's using phrases 1 and 3, telling you she's breaking her normal rules and that she has standards, but you're an exception. How to respond. "I can tell you don't take this lightly, and I respect that about you. I feel something special between us too." This validates her standards while acknowledging the unique connection you share. Scenario 3. The text exchange. It's 11 p.m. and she texts you. "I can't believe I'm texting you this late. I don't want to seem desperate, but I can't stop thinking about our kiss earlier. What are we doing? She's using phrases 10, 11, and 4, sharing vulnerability, admitting intimate thoughts, and asking for clarification about where things are heading. How to respond. I'm glad you texted. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it either. I don't have all the answers about what we're doing, but I know I want to find out with you. The art of escalation. When you recognize these signals, the key is gradual escalation. Think of it like turning up the heat slowly rather than jumping straight to maximum temperature. 1. Physical escalation ladder. 2. Increased eye contact. 3. Light, brief touches. 4. Longer touches in safe areas, hand, arm, back. 5. Creating opportunities for privacy. 6. Testing for reciprocation before escalating further. Emotional escalation ladder. 1. Sharing more personal stories. 2. Expressing genuine appreciation for her. Creating deeper emotional intimacy. 4. Being vulnerable about your own feelings. 5. Discussing what you both want from the connection. The consent conversation. Now let's address something crucial. Consent. Understanding these signals doesn't mean assuming consent. Even when all signs point to mutual interest, checking in is always appropriate and attractive. Ways to check in that maintain the mood. Is this okay? How are you feeling about this? I want to make sure you're comfortable. Tell me if you want me to slow down. Remember, enthusiastic consent is ongoing, not a one-time agreement. Let's wrap this up with the key takeaways that will transform your dating life. The big picture understanding. Women often communicate interest indirectly to protect themselves emotionally and socially. This isn't playing games, it's navigating complex social dynamics with intelligence and self-preservation. Your 3-step action plan. Develop your awareness. Start noticing these patterns in your interactions. Practice doesn't make perfect, but it makes permanent. Improve your response skills. Use the acknowledge, validate, calibrate framework we discussed. Build your emotional intelligence. The better you understand emotions, yours and others, the better you'll be at reading and responding to these signals. Remember these golden rules. Context is everything. Look for patterns, not single signals. When in doubt, calibrate, don't assume. Respect her pace and comfort level. Confidence is attractive, but arrogance is repulsive. Your challenge this week. I want you to practice awareness. Don't try to use any techniques or strategies. Just notice. Notice how women communicate with you and with others. Start to see the patterns we've discussed. Before you go, if this video helped you understand women's communication better, smash that like button. It really helps the channel reach more men who could benefit from this information. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want more content on building authentic confidence in dating and relationships. And here's the most important part. Drop a comment below sharing your biggest takeaway from this video. What signal have you been missing? What phrase do you hear most often? Your insights help other viewers and help me create better content for you. What's next? Next week, we're diving into how to respond when she's testing you, another crucial skill for modern dating. You won't want to miss it. Until then, remember, the goal isn't to get women to do anything. The goal is to understand, connect, and build something real with someone who's genuinely interested in you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.